Hey, what is up, you guys? It is Tyler. Welcome back to the Tyler Williams channel, and welcome to your weekly NXT review. I will say, these past few weeks have been really great episodes of NXT, really great wrestling, week in, week out. While this wasn't one of the strongest weeks that we've had, and a bit of an ensemble we've had of these episodes, I will say this was a really strong main event that I advise you all go and watch. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Let's start off the show with a promo from Aleister Black addressing his win against Lars Sullivan at NXT TakeOver Chicago, which it was addressed, I believe, after the promo that Lars Sullivan wrestled that match with a broken jaw. So I guess he's going to be out of action for a while. Also, kudos to him wrestling with a broken jaw. I know that had to hurt when he got hit with that black mass 2 times. They'll say 3 times, but we're going to pretend that first black mass never happened. Anyway, Aleister Black was talking. It was interrupted by Tommaso Ciampa. I was really excited to see this because I'm really hoping that the next program is between Tommaso and Aleister Black, as I believe Tommaso is the top heel in all of WWE. And if anybody I want to see beat Aleister Black for, it definitely should be the top heel. That is Tommaso Ciampa. So he comes out, interrupting him, talking about how he might have faced a monster, but now it's time to face the devil. And he brought up how he beat Johnny Wrestling, much to the crowd's displeasure, at NXT TakeOver Chicago. It was one of the best matches all year, if not the... it's very hard to say it was the best match all year when you had Okada and Omega 4, but to each their own. You guys can debate down below which one you thought was better. I honestly still don't know where I stand on that. But anyway, Aleister then sets a stone for a potential match in the future, to which Tommaso tries to intimidate him, doing the Aleister Black pose up the ramp and saying that much like your title reign will soon fade to black, which was a nice line. I didn't deliver it the way Tommaso did, but you guys get the gist of it. Aleister Black, feeling disrespected, walks up the ramp to Tommaso, who does his little wave and just walks off. Just amazing stuff. Very excited for the match. That's if they're having one. I think you set the stone. I would like to think that they're going to have the match happen. But who knows? It's NXT. Anything can happen. We didn't get a promo from Vanessa Bourne. I was checked out. I really didn't care. I heard her mention something about how she thinks it's stupid that people idolize a pirate like Kairi Sane and not her. It was a typical heel promo. There was nothing of note here, so I guess they're building up a little mini feud between Vanessa Bourne and Kairi Sane. The same way they did a mini feud between Kairi Sane and Lacey Evans on NXT. They had that not really good match. They had that decent match last week that was a payoff to their feud. So now Kairi Sane's moving on. Candice LeRae's moving on. She had a match on the show too, so we'll get to that in a bit. We then got to the next match. Now, as soon as I heard this guy's theme song, I knew it was Kona Reeves. Now, either the theme song just seems more lit now than it was before, or it had a different beat to it. But Kona Reeves' new theme song was lit. Like, I was listening to the theme, I was bumping to it. I'm like, okay, I see you, Kona. But that ain't subject the fact that Kona Reeves ain't that good of a wrestler. He got into the ring, and I was like, I started to doze off a little bit. I will say this. He did improve a little bit. All right, this is probably the best match he's had. And that's not saying too much because Kona Reeves ain't that good in the ring. But like I said before, this is NXT. It's developmental. You got to give him a bit of a pass. This is where he gets to grow. It's not like he's on Raw where you're expecting him to be a great wrestler, even though a lot of great wrestling doesn't really even happen on Raw like that anymore. But he's here to improve. Slightly improved in this match. He wasn't gold. He faced the jobber, beat the jobber, as you would guess. So, all the power to Kona Reeves. Guess we're going to be seeing more of him now. We then get to the next match. Candice Wrestling, otherwise known as Candice LeRae, versus Lacey Evans, who I was talking about earlier. The match is okay. Lacey Evans did her thing. She's improving more so than Kona Reeves is. I don't know if that says a lot. I don't know who started wrestling first. But Lacey Evans is starting to improve. The match wasn't anything special. Candice LeRae, nice to see her in the ring. Like I said, match was okay. I was won over here when Candice LeRae hit a lion salt. A lion salt. You guys know my found love for Chris Jericho. She hit a lion salt onto Lacey Evans. I don't know what they're going to call it or what they called it, but I'm going to call it a lion salt, damn it. Hit it onto Lacey Evans for the pin, and Candice LeRae won the match. So that set me unhappy. Then get to the main event. Because all night they've been building up the fact that Mustache Mountain is the new tag team champions. The first British-born UK, not the UK tag team champions, but the first ever British-born UK represent NXT tag team champions. They were building it up all night, leading up to their not a go home, but like welcome home tag team match, I guess, for Trent Seven and Tyler Bate. I looked it up. I knew Trent Seven looked older than Tyler Bate, but I did not know he was 36 years old. I did not know he was 36 years old, which amazing to believe. Why is Tyler Bate hanging around that old ass man? Pedophilia. Anyway, we got to the main event: Mustache Mountain versus Dave Dixon and Carl Axelrod. First thing I said was, what kind of dumbass name is Carl Axelrod? As soon as I heard that name, I was like, send him to the back and send out a guy with a better name. Second thing I thought was, they're going to job. This was kind of a waste of a main event. But then, before they can even get to the ring, the Undisputed Era attacks them from behind and says they want their titles back and they're going to beat them for it. They get to the ring. They start entering the ring. When Ricochet comes out, I say, damn it, Ricochet. Ricochet gets into the ring, does a little Superman pose as he scares them off. Cut to commercial break. We get back. And it's now official, a 3-on-3 match between Mustache Mountain of Tyler Bate, Trent Seven, and Ricochet versus the Undisputed Era of Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong. And this was a really good 3-on-3 match. I don't want to say that this saved the show, because it's not like the show was bad. But had this match not happened, I'm sure this show would not be as of high praise as I'm giving it right now. So, do I want to say it saved? I don't want to say it saved the show, because that makes it sound like the show was bad without it. But the show basically took it home. I'll put it that way. There were a lot of frequent tags during this match. I don't want to say it bugged me, but it was definitely noticeable. Like every 2 minutes. Every minute. Someone's in a corner. Tag to this guy. Tag to this guy. Here's a little nice tag team move in the corner. Tag in, tag out. Next corner. Tag in, tag out. Other corner. Tag in, tag out. I mean, nice to see everybody get time in the ring, but there were tags every minute. I was like, okay, I get it. I'm not used to that many frequent tags, especially when you're on the main roster watching tag team matches. Now, Lord knows how many 3-on-3s we saw in the past, especially in that 2016 period. Oh my God, don't remind me. Especially with the women. Oh God. Anyway. As you would expect, lots of high-fly moves from Ricochet. Lots of hard hits and kicks from Kyle O'Reilly. Lots of backbreakers from Roderick Strong. Jabs from Tyler Bate. Whatever Trent Seven does. I don't want to make it sound like I don't like Trent Seven, but he's probably my least favorite of the UK guys. But that doesn't take away from the fact that this match was great. You guys got to go and watch this match. Can't say enough good things about it. There was a lot of... I don't want to say the same thing over and over again, but let me get to the finish here. Ricochet and Cole were the last men standing in the ring after everyone... You know, in the 3-on-3 matches, everyone hops in the ring and they start attacking each other. Well, Ricochet and Cole were the last men standing. There was a nice little sequence there between Ricochet and Cole that ended up with Ricochet kicking Cole straight in the face. Cole fell to the ground. Cole went to the top rope, did a 630. Nails it. I thought it was the end of the match there, but Kyle O'Reilly pulls Adam Cole's leg out of the ring during the 3 count, which led to Ricochet hitting O'Reilly with a suicide dive. Roderick Strong quickly acts upon this, hitting Ricochet with a release suplex onto the apron. And when I say onto the apron, he didn't fall flat on the apron like most people do. Ricochet's back hit the edge of the apron like Kevin Owens when he would do a powerbomb onto the apron. Like, that's how Ricochet fell on the apron. And Roderick Strong rolled him into the ring, and Adam Cole capitalized on it with the pin, and the Undisputed Era won this match. Now, it was not a tag team championship match, as it wouldn't have been because it was a 3-on-3 match, but it was Interesting to see Adam Cole pin Ricochet. I didn't think they were going to have Ricochet get pinned just yet. And it only has been 2 months since he debuted, which, I mean, I'm not saying you have to have Ricochet be undefeated for like an entire year like you have Aleister Black, but I thought they would have extended out that streak a little bit longer. But like I said, nothing wrong with that, because then you're not subjecting Ricochet to, oh, now that he's in a single match, he must win. You know, as soon as that streak is broken, as long as it's not like a really long streak, as soon as the streak is broken, then you're like, okay, now the chains are off. You could start putting him in feuds where, you know, he can actually lose, you know? So while I was kind of shocked that he got pinned, I was happy at the same time that Adam Cole pinned him. Is Adam Cole technically still No, he's not. He's not undefeated. I know Adam Cole is still not undefeated because he's been wrestling for about a year. I think he's got pinned. Yeah, Adam Cole's not undefeated. He got pinned by Aleister Black in Philadelphia. Anyway, so Undisputed Era wins this match, and that's how we go off air. The episode of NXT was kind of short, so this review is not going to be that long. But yeah, that was NXT. If you guys don't need to watch the whole show, I would say, but definitely make sure you make effort to check out the main event. It was worth it. Thank you guys for watching this episode of NXT. I love you guys as always, and I will talk to you all later. Peace out.